But we're going to focus right now on a couple of guys. One who I think is going to definitely win the AL MVP. I think you agree. And that is Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge. But let's hear, Rob. You're with Shohei's winning it, right?
Yeah, no,
the
I
AL
agree with
MVP.
that.
Okay. Here's what his manager Joe Madden said. Rob G, can you read this quote?
Yeah, we would have had the sound, but apparently this radio program hasn't published audio since 2020, so tough scene for that one. But
right?
Joe Madden was on AM 830's Roger Lodge show, which is the home of the Angels.
Roger Lodge, wasn't he that TV?
Yeah, from Blind Date. Back in the day.
Blind Date, right?
Now he hosts a sports radio show with the Angels.
I have no idea what y'all talking about.
Yeah, Roger Lodge.
Was that a movie, Blind Date?
No, it was a TV show.
Oh, because there was a movie, I think, that I went to see way back.
Well, in any event.
Yes, Roger Lodge. Go ahead.
Joe Madden was asked about Shohei Ohtani, presumptive MVP. Here's what he said, quote, "To indicate or even suggest that he is not the MVP is ridiculous. How do you not reward somebody that's had the best year in the history of Major League Baseball with the ultimate reward for individual achievement, which would be the AL MVP? It's staggering to watch every day, and he does it with a lot of joy for the game. He is the AL MVP. Anybody else should not get a first-place vote. You're talking about the best year in the history of the game."
He sounded like Chris Broussard a few weeks ago. Rob, you did suggest that someone else should get the MVP award. How you like them apples?
He's not going to be unanimous, and you need to stop because
he shouldn't. Should he be?
You know where Shohei is tonight, Chris, when the playoffs started? He's at home.
Same place Fernando Tatis Jr.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Okay. He's at home. And I know Vladimir Guerrero Jr., you can say the same thing, Chris. He's at home.
Yes, I could. And
the
I
Blue
will.
Jays, the Blue
Mike
Jays
Trout,
didn't make
all
it.
of them cats.
Oh, at home, okay. But there will be people going to vote because certain guys have played in bigger games that mattered all year. I'm not here to discount Shohei, Chris. The only way I said
Sounds like it.
No. The only way I said he wouldn't win it was what? Come on now. I never said he wasn't.
If Vlad Jr. got the Triple Crown, which he
That's
didn't.
the only.
But even then, Rob, I'm sorry.
Okay,
the Triple Crown is a lot more common than a dude being an ace and hitting 46 homers.
Yeah, but a Triple Crown, there's only been 4 of them since 1947. Only 4 people
How many
have
guys
done it
since 1947 have been a great
1947.
pitcher and hitter?
Wow, that's that.
I'll wait.
Right. Okay. Chris, he batted .252. Let's not make it like he had an all-world
First of all,
season.
batting average isn't quite what it used to be. You know that.
It's funny because Vlad hit .321 and batting average doesn't matter. But Shohei batted .252. It ain't like he's a Cy Young Award when he had a 3.18 ERA. He pitched
That's
fine.
nice.
I'm not trying to
What was his
discount
record?
him. I don't want to
10-2,
do that.
was it?
9-2, I think.
9
I'm
and
not
2?
trying to. I don't want to sound like I'm discounting him. But when you look at these guys, I'm telling you, I'd rather be Aaron Judge than to be Shohei or Fernando Tatis. He had a big season, and he played meaningful games all year long. He was under pressure. Shohei didn't have – you know what his first big at-bat was, Chris? The first time he got up when everybody's record was 0-0. That first game was under the gun. A week later, the Angels are out of it, and none of the games mattered. Oh, yeah, challenge him.
Stop
You know
that.
what? The
Stop
Angels
that.
are down 6-0. We can challenge him. We don't have to pitch around him. Challenge him. It's 6-0. And my point is, when you get your runs and home runs and when you do it, should matter compared to a guy who played basically and didn't face any pressure, any adversity at all year long.
No
I'm
pressure.
There was no
He
pressure on him.
pitched and he hit. That's not pressure. Every stadium you go to on the road, they are coming to see you. Do both of those things. That's no pressure? Stop it, Rob. You know that is foolishness. And Barry Bonds, 7-time MVP. You know how many postseasons he played in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In his entire career. He only made the playoffs 7 times, and a lot of those times they got bounced early. And so it's different in baseball. You know this. And look, okay, so basically you're saying this. You would have rather had Aaron Judge's season, with the team success, right? Making the playoffs.
Right. Well, the Yankees made the playoffs,
right.
And they played in big games, and he had big hits. All I'm saying is Shohei's are a little or shallow.
No,
hollow.
they're not.
Or hollow. Or hollow.
No, they're not.
The right word.
I mean, you know how many superstars in baseball have missed the playoffs. Hall of Famers who didn't make the playoffs very often. And their numbers weren't shallow. They made it to the Hall of Fame. Shohei Ohtani, I'm going to be honest with you. I would rather have Shohei Ohtani's season than Aaron Judge.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
And be home for the playoffs?
Yep. Because Judge, what if Judge goes home tonight? What if they lose tonight? You had one extra game? Does that change your mind?
No. He
had
was
one
playing
extra
for
game.
something all year is my point. That's the part that's impressive, Chris, is that the last 9 games, they played teams they played the Red Sox, who were in the playoffs. They played the Rays, who were in the playoffs, and they played Toronto, who just missed the playoffs. So they were playing games that mattered. Who knocked in the game-winning run to send the Yankees on walk-off fashion and sent them to the playoffs? It was Aaron Judge. Yes.
There's no way. Shohei Ohtani did something that hasn't been done since the legendary Babe Ruth. Think about that. We are going to remember this forever. He may have changed the game of baseball. He may have changed the game of baseball. I'm sorry. There is no way I would rather have Aaron Judge's season this year. And I get it. You want to win the World Series, but let's keep it real. Dudes also want to shine individually. Baseball is an individual sport that's a team sport.
I know. It's very weird.
Right?
It really is, because they're not interconnected, like what other people are doing. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like it's like different. For football, you need blockers. You need other people that have to do something. And you could do your job very well and still don't win.
Precisely. So I can't blame Ohtani because they didn't get the pitching elsewhere or they didn't get the hitting elsewhere. Man, Rod, come on. This dude, if Aaron Judge, now, if they win the World Series, you've got an argument. You've got an argument. But even so, I still would rather have Ohtani's season.
Let me ask
Real
you
talk.
this. Is there a difference to you between batting in games, Chris, that like you're out of the playoff? Like, do you think that people pitch the same way, or there's the same pressure when if you lose, you could be out of the, you know what I mean? You could be out of the playoff hunt, or compared to
Right.
You're out of it, and I could just go up there and take my swings and swing for the fences, because it's not about winning and losing. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, obviously there's more pressure when you're in meaningful games, right?
Okay.
If you
Yep.
lose, you go home. If you lose ground. You might not make the playoffs, all that. I'll give you that. But, Rob, everybody out there, even if you're playing a horrible team or if you're on a horrible team, guess what? You're playing for a contract. You're playing to make the all-star team. You're playing to, be maybe an award winner. So you still have to play well. I can't go out there and say, oh, this team I'm playing is terrible. They're in last place. I'm not going to throw my best. No, I still have to pitch well because my future depends on how I perform. You see what I'm saying?
No,
the pressure
I
I give you, but, it's not like dudes are out there, not trying because they don't have a chance to make the playoffs or their opponent doesn't have a chance to make the playoffs. And imagine the pressure that was on Ohtani, mentally and physically, Rob.
I get it. And what he did was incredible, but I just think it's easier to hit Chris when the game is not on the line. I really do. And I'm not saying that it's automatic that you're going to get a hit or hit a home run or do something, but there's a big difference coming up in the bottom. It was like that White Sox. Remember the game in Iowa where you come up in the ninth
Yep.
inning and you're down in the game against the White Sox that mattered for the Yankees, and you get big hits
field
and
of
home
dreams.
runs. Yeah, like there is definitely a difference. And oh my God, already.
All right.